Hey, what's up, guys? Dragon here with
Ashley?
back for another trailer reaction, and today we'll be doing one for the live-action adaptation of the Disney Beauty and the Beast. I just want to make sure I say Disney because to distinguish between the novel version versus the Disney version, because they are doing a live-action adaptation of the novel version. So,
And then there was the French version from a couple of years ago.
yeah. This is the Disney live-action adaptation because apparently there's going to be
Yeah.
quite a few live action versions of this soon. So, but yeah, this is the one starring Emma Watson, playing Belle, which good choice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's go ahead and just let's check it out. See the stuff.
I've been waiting so long. Here we go.
Let's do it. Darkness. It's like Crimson Peaks.
Oh, yeah. That's what they always do, is use the castle from whatever movie for the logo.
This is Beast's castle.
Yeah.
It kind of does feel like Crimson Peaks, though.
It's nice and spooky.
Dark, kind of gothic look, which is always cool.
I like that they're still using the music.
Is this Krampus?
I know.
Krampus. There she is.
Papa?
You
It's
must
a nice
be here.
house.
This
Good
castle
set design.
is alive.
Uh-oh.
Do you wish to take your father's place?
Come into
Who's
the
that
light.
big guy? Who's the big guy there? Oh, that's interesting. They changed his face a little bit.
Show me the girl.
Made it more
Human, yeah, it's not as...
What if she is
He's got like the overbite as opposed to like the underbite that he had before. Or in the animated film.
You can talk.
There's all the...
Lumiere and Cogsworth.
Yeah.
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
Chip.
It's a really beautiful looking movie though. Like, it looks gorgeous.
These
Like,
visuals are gorgeous. I love the lighting and everything.
yeah. I'd go some kind of golds to like blues and silvers. There we go. Shit.
Yikes.
Okay. Well, his mouth can certainly open up wide. There's the rose. Is that,
Luke Evans.
It's Luke Evans. Wow. This is Gaston.
always wanted? I'll find it in your mind.
I'm wondering how much of this is set versus CG, or how much they kind of, combine the two. Because I imagine there's probably a mixture of both. I'd be curious to see how much of that there is.
I'm not afraid.
Recognizing a lot of these shots from the animated
Yeah.
film. Chinese animated. Beauty and the Beast. Yes, this definitely feels like a.
In March.
Damn, seriously, March is busy.
We're going to be at the movies nonstop in March and February.
Kong's coming out in March. I'm kind of nervous now for Kong. I want Kong to do really well. But, all right, so what'd you think?
I love Beauty and the Beast. That's always been my favorite Disney movie, so I've been really excited about this movie, especially knowing Emma Watson is going to be Belle, because that's perfect. And, I mean, they had that teaser before, and I did see those leaked photos that leaked, like, a couple weeks back. So I'm not, like, super, like, what's the word? Like, not going in blind, basically.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff.
Well, it's
But,
almost-
like-
it's so hard to keep stuff a secret now. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, sometimes I purposely don't, but I'm like, I need to.
I mean, it was just
I need
one
to.
shot of him kind of dancing with her, like in the
Yeah.
outfit. But I think the big deal was it was your first look at him, basically,
Yeah.
a clear look.
And it looks gorgeous. Oh my god.
I will say I wish they would have gone because in the animated film he was definitely more beastly. He was bigger. Like
Yeah.
again, he's a lot. He is more human in terms of stature. I mean, he's got like the digigrade legs.
Well,
still.
yeah, his whole body's more humanoid.
But he was massive in the animated film, and
Well,
his jaw was
again.
more kind of like animalistic because he had that kind of coming up like that.
Underbite?
Yeah, like with he had like kind of like almost like tusks coming up, where his hair there you can see. But it's interesting because his. At first, I thought it was weird because he's got like the overbite, but it's almost like they're coming off in the wrong part of the mouth. And then when you see him with the final one, his mouth would just. And I guess it's basically like what we're actually seeing. The human part of them, it looks like he's talking, is actually not his whole mouth. It's basically him talking like this, and most of his mouth is actually kept closed.
Well, it's kind of like a animal lip almost.
He's basically doing like the duck mouth that all girls do in selfies, because he's only using like the very like seriously. He's only when you see him talk, he's only using actually this part of his mouth. Well, you think it's the whole mouth, because they kind of make it look like that, but it's kind of a cheat because what you're seeing those teeth way on the sides are actually his canines.
Yeah.
So he's really only using the very front part of his mouth. Because when he opened it up, it was like, boom. I was like, holy crap, okay. And I think that's how they're trying to convey, like, when he needs to be scared, he can kind of, like, open the whole maw up. But they kind of
Well, and
maybe
again, that's like in the
humanize him a
animated
little
movie.
bit.
The first time you really see him, you know, he looks scary.
Well, yeah, and I
Scary.
think because they want him on screen, where they want to
Yeah.
kind of humanize him a little bit more, so it's
Well,
just...
and again, it's like you run into the whole problem with, like, you know, she's supposed to fall in love with him if he just looks like an ugly warthog man. Like,
I like ugly warthog, man.
I know. Well, again, if you've seen the original, like, illustrations from, like, the original, like, stories, he was, like, a pig man. He
Yeah,
looked more like a warthog than,
Yeah,
like,
they've played around a lot with the design. Interestingly enough, this one reminds me a lot of Vincent from the Beauty and the Beast TV show from like the late '80s with was it Linda Hamilton, and he was played by
Which is so good. If
yeah,
you've never
and he was played
seen
by Ron Perlman. They did like the prosthetics, but they
Yeah.
he had a kind of a human lion kind of face, and they kind of did that balance between
Yeah.
just enough beast there,
But not so much where you're like, he's making out with a cat.
Yeah, but enough. There was enough human, and I feel his face kind of reminds me of an updated version of that beast, which is interesting. Which whatever, it's fine. I mean, I don't know. It looks good. I mean, I actually haven't seen the animated film, the Disney animated film, since it first came out.
Jesus Christ.
'Cause I'm old. When did it come out? It was early '90s, right? Was it their first animated film of the '90s they did?
I'm trying to remember.
'Cause I think it was the first one after Little Mermaid, because Little Mermaid was
I
like the
think
late
so.
'80s. It was like '88, '89.
Let me Google for
I was gonna
you.
say because I think it was
I feel like it was like 94.
no '94 was The Lion King,
Was it?
because Aladdin was
Maybe
the
it was
one.
91
It was the
then.
one after this one, I think, or was Aladdin before? I'm trying to remember.
I know. I just like these
I
things.
think
don't
it was
keep
Little
track.
Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King. I think that's the order.
91.
Yeah, this would have been right before. Yeah, this is before Aladdin, right before Aladdin. So I have not seen this film since the animated film since 1991. But it has. I've seen like all those shots they always use in the trailer, the ballroom dancing scene.
So to say, yeah, a lot of the,
The wolf
shots
fight,
look
you
shot
know,
for shot from the animated film.
That's
which
stuff they still always show like on
obviously-
TV or over trailer whenever they talk about it. They always show those shots. I've seen those iconic scenes repeatedly. I just haven't seen them within the context of the film. And lo and behold, those are the shots they're using for this film. So
Yeah.
it really does feel like It's ironic because we just did the Ghost in the Shell reaction to that trailer, and we were saying how that literally looks like, again, just a live action
Yeah.
version of the anime, which isn't that what it is, but almost like shot for shot, the feel where it looks like if you just took that animated film and painted over with a live action brush. That's what, and this very much
Well, and
feels
again,
the same way.
I mean, I think it's more impressive for Ghost in the Shell, considering it's
What they had to capture, the scope of it.
I mean, because at the end of the day, this is still Disney. They're just doing a live action remake of their movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, that being said, it looks gorgeous.
Like
Oh my god.
the design, the cinematography, all that. It looks.
Well,
it
and I
looks
like
very
how I was a little like about how they incorporate, all the enchanted,
Yeah.
objects like Lumiere.
That
and
was the thing. I was
Cogsworth.
always like the Disney part of it, where it's like, hey, let's have talking,
Yeah.
silverware.
But like, I like how they made them very ornate and fancy. Like they fit. Like I mean, obviously they still kind of it's gonna.
They didn't cartoonify their faces as
well, like
much as
for
I thought they
for
might.
Chip, it's cool. They just instead of making his him having like a weird face, it was just like the paint on it that moves.
Yeah.
So it was clever.
It's more organic, I guess.
Yeah.
For a weird word to use for like non-organic things, but yeah, they found a way to kind of make it more fitting for which I think you have to, because otherwise you run into the whole like Who Framed Roger Rabbit territory, where you basically have a cartoon and a live action thing.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going for more serious-ish,
Yeah.
feel to
I mean,
it. So if
it's
they have,
still a romance kind of.
Yeah.
At the end of the
it's
day,
not going to be a
so-
tragic romance like the book version of the
Well,
film, but
yeah.
But yeah, he looks a lot more like the way they did the Beast in the French film,
Mm-hmm.
which he was much more anthropomorphic and, I mean, scaled down to a more human frame. Which when I was my first, I was like, well, that'll be the one thing in the Disney version they do. He'll be a lot more big and monstrous looking, but
But again, it's probably hard live action to get.
Well, I think too when you do animation, there's an element, there's a stylized quality to it, so you can get away with
But when you have to put these things in
real life,
actual sets and then CG it and like with
how does Belle realistically fall in love with essentially an animal on two legs? Because that's basically what he was. He was basically a giant animal with sharp teeth and claws that could be bipedal. There really wasn't any human.
I mean,
in
she
him.
falls in love with the man he really is.
Yeah, and that's a nice sentiment. But realistically speaking, if your dog suddenly walked on two legs and gave you really great relationship advice, you still wouldn't necessarily fall in love with him. You'd be like, "Hey, thanks, Fido. I'm gonna go out and meet myself a man now." But it's not. You wouldn't necessarily be like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And I think because now it's a live action film, there still has to be that element of like, okay, she's still falling in love with him, so if he's too animal, it's kind of like
creepy territory.
This is a weird genre of something that I don't think belongs in a Disney movie. So I think they kind of, he doesn't look human. Yeah. But the key features are, again, the fact that when he's not like growling at wolves, he's got a very human mouth. He looks like, it looks like realistically she could kiss him if they wanted to do that because he's got the lips. Because if you look at Beast in the end, he doesn't have like human pouty lips. He's not pouting. He's growling and snarling. But when he needs to look badass, he can kind of, the maw can open. He can have that moment, but then he can quickly bring it back to like, hey, I can give you a smolder now. If I need to, he can smolder now. Your other beast couldn't smolder. This beast can smolder. That's important. So, I don't know. Again, for someone who's not really. I have nothing against Disney. I'm not like anti-Disney, but I never, as a kid, really. My parents would take me to see some of these animated films, but it was always my dad was like, "Oh, there's a new Disney movie, and that's what kids watch. Let's go watch it." And I was kind of like, "Yeah, can I go see Tremors instead?" I'd rather go see Tremors if we're being completely honest. But I was never really as much into like the Disney kids movie scene. It was never really my thing, but they were fine. They were always really had great animation. I always felt kind of were like. Set benchmarks for animation, especially in film. So, for me, this is okay. Live action, maybe now. And
again, Emma Watson, man. Perfect cast.
Yeah. Again, they always do the thing that when it's supposed to be French, they always give them just to use the English accents. Can't they just have them do French accents? I understand they're not going to have it be a subtitled film, be in French.
Yeah, but if it sounds
at least give them
fake.
Well, they're actors.
Well, look at Belle. None of the people had accents in the movie.
I know, and that's why I was kind of thinking, like, okay, can we... Well, I know they all had, like, American accents in that one, but I was like, can we just finally do, like, French characters in a French setting? Can we at least give them the accent, Just, no? Okay.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet. We're getting there. Support this movie.
Oh, my God.
So, one day, I can get my French characters with French accents. I'm not going to hold out for the French language. I know better.
That's when you buy the French dub.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it looks gorgeous. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, it looks good. It's very...
I will drag you to go see it.
No. No, it's fine. I'll go. I'll have it again. I'll go watch it just because again, it looks so gorgeous. Like it's a beauty. I didn't realize how good it was gonna look. Like again, one of the things.
But again, I really like that they're not. I know you always have a problem with super saturated, bright and sunny.
Yeah, but there's a lot of deep, dark shadows. Yeah. It has a very gothic feel, and I like. It's one of the reasons why I love Crimson Peak
too. But
yeah, but it was a little lighter looking. I think this one was like that opening shot of the castle. I was like, nice. Again, first thing was like, oh, it looks like Crimson Peak, which I love that movie for no other reason alone.
Yeah.
The look of it. You know what I mean? I like the whole movie, but even if you don't care about the story, just stare at the movie. It's just gorgeous. And this movie kind of feels like, well, even if it just turns into a mushy, love story, I can just stare at the screen because every bit of it is just like, ooh, look at that. You know what I mean? And like I said, I want to see how
the
much
set design, the costumes, like everything is just on point.
And again, I really want to see how much of it is practical versus like where does the set end and where does the green screen begin, I guess, or is it all green screen? I don't know. Nowadays, it's so hard to tell. There's so many times like, oh, that's clearly a practical effect, and then I find out after the fact, no, it was CGI. So the whole movie could be CGI for all. It could be just Emma Watson walking around a big green room.
What is this, Star Wars prequels?
Well, shit. After seeing some movies now, look at the Jungle Book. It's like,
I know.
Hell, her dress could be CGI for all I know. At this point, it's like who can tell? But so there we go. That's our reaction to the first official trailer for the upcoming Disney live action Beauty and the Beast film. It looks good. I mean, I'm definitely
I'm ready.
a beautiful woman falling in love with a big beastly man. I have no problem with that. It's a little meta, right? Sorry, my mouth can't do that. Wish it could, but I can still smolder. But yeah, so all right, guys. So that's our reaction for the Beauty and the Beast trailer. Something tells me we'll be seeing no shortage of promotion for this movie coming out.
Oh yeah.
As the Disney machine, comes out in full swing. But yeah, so what did you think of it? Did you guys see the original film? Do you like the original film? Are you familiar with the original story of Beauty and the Beast? That's one of the things I'm most curious that
Yeah.
a lot of these Disney stories are based on existing source material that are less joyful.
Yes.
It's so. That's just seems to be the theme of like old European kind of tales. Everybody dies. There is no joy in the world. We're all just killing time until we die. That's the theme. So, hey. But yeah, so what'd you guys think? Give us your thoughts and keep checking out the channel for more reactions. We got plenty more coming up. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace!